What's up guys, Matt Day here, and today we are downtown Chillicothe again, and we're going to be shooting some photos today. Whenever I came out this morning, it was really gray and dreary out. We don't have that much light to work with today, so we're going to be shooting Kodak's T-Max 3200 speed black and white film, a lot of grain. We don't have much light, so I figured this would be perfect to test it out. This was actually discontinued a while back. Kodak recently brought it back, so we're going to shoot some today. But first, we got to pay some bills, and I got to thank my sponsor for the day, which is Squarespace. So if you need a website, a domain, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. So I've been using Squarespace for years, long before they ever decided to sponsor this channel, but it's a great way to make a website. It's super easy to use, and if you want to try Squarespace out, go to squarespace.com/MattDay, and you can get 10% off your first purchase. I didn't even mention what I was shooting. It's a Pentax K1000, but people have already seen that in the intro. Metering a scene like this, I've got 3200 speed set on my meter, but the meter is reading for gray. So if you look over here, you can see we've got this wall here. The black top is black, the wall up there is white above the brick. Your meter is going to read for gray. So if I metered off of the white wall, it's going to try and make that gray, so I would be underexposing. If I tried to meter off of the black pavement, it's going to try and overexpose it to make that gray. So you can use that to your advantage and kind of figure out what works. You know, if I meter down here, I'm basically going to see what the meter is telling me to do. It's going to tell me to overexpose it to make it gray, so I would just underexpose it if I was metering off of this down here. So just something to keep in mind. But right now, off of the white wall and the brick, I'm getting a meter reading of f5.6 at 1/1000th of a second, 1/1000th of a second. So that's going to be underexposed because it's trying to make that white wall gray. So I'm going to open up to f4 at 1000, and we'll see how that looks. Actually, we're going to do f5.6 at 500th of a second instead. Need to get a little bit closer. We'll try f5.6 at 2/50th of a second as well, just for comparison's sake. All right, so right here there was like these vines and stuff that were growing up the side of the building, and I know I've shot photos of it before, and now they're mostly gone, so I figure I'll shoot a photo like this just as it's in this state, just because it looks interesting to me. But as I started to back up, I noticed at the top I'm getting the top of the buildings in the front showing up. So the further I walk back, I noticed that started creeping up. So I don't want to walk back too far, because that makes that whole line up at the top of the frame really basically just jagged, and it just doesn't look as good. You have buildings overlapping. This way, shooting this close, I get just a nice clean line from the building to the sky. So right. Shoot one down here too. So I'm wanting to shoot a photo of these buildings here, just like the repetition of all these old windows. And I notice there, you can see the lights inside the building. They're pretty old lights and they're on. So I don't know if I step over this way, you can't see them. Step over this way, you can. So depending on how that's gonna look, I'm not sure, but I think I like them on. Just like before, pretty much a mainly white building over here, so metering off of that, it's going to try and underexpose to make that more of a gray. So whatever the meter's telling me, when I meter off of a white wall, I just want to make sure I overexpose that. We'll see. Especially shooting black and white, just stuff like that, just clean lines everywhere, especially when they're actually black and white. Usually that kind of stuff tends to work well. I guess you could say this is trash TV. I don't know if there's really any other photo there. Kinda. Yeah, we'll give her a shot. Just waiting for this. So waiting for that bird to take off. Nope. Nothing. Right here, I want to get, hopefully, shooting a photo through the gate and just seeing the barbed wire lines at the top, but hopefully those will be decent enough out of focus, but still visible in the shot. We'll see. See now, all these three lines of the barbed wire going this way and then the three telephone lines above it, might be able to make something there. But that's the thing, if I shoot this close, anywhere near wide open, this is an f2 50mm, but if I shoot this up close at anything near wide open, the telephone lines up there probably aren't even going to be visible. So let's see here, let's stop down to, let's try f16 and we'll just see f16 at 500th of a second. I do have, no, I don't have on this camera. It's the only problem. K1000, you don't have the depth of field preview. That would actually help out, but this might work better. There we go. I adjusted that to f11 instead, but we'll see. Trying to get the majestic sign with some of these lights in the foreground to kind of help fill the frame and just give it something, but we'll see how well exposed it is under there because it's way darker, obviously. Shot that at f5.6 at 1000, so we'll see. There we go. All right, and that's the last photo, which is good because I'm getting cold. So about an hour walking around downtown, shot one roll, and now we're gonna go home and develop it.